Hey, thanks for joining me here on Old Guy Insights. I'm Steve, and today we've got a question a lot of people wonder about. Steve, should I buy a used car? Well, buying a car, especially used, can feel like a total guessing game, right? You want that ticket to freedom, but at the same time, the prices can make you think twice about every choice that you make. So here's what you'll get if you stick with me to the end of this video. We'll talk about why buying a used car can be one of the smartest choices for your wallet. The things you absolutely need to watch out for when buying used, and I'll share some tips to help you get the most car for your money. Whether buying used is a choice or simply what you can afford right now, I want you to feel confident that you're making the best decision possible for you. On this channel, every video feels like a chat with someone who genuinely cares, because I do. No lectures, no pressure, just real answers and insights. Designed to enrich your life, boost your happiness, and set you up for lasting success. So let's dive in and see if a used car might be your best move. This question always takes me back to my first car. It was a little convertible. I was so proud of it. My dad even wanted to drive it to work on the very first day I owned it. But he left the top down, and well, we had terrible thunderstorms that day. Thanks, Dad. I learned quickly that while shiny and new has its appeal, there's always a story with a used car too. And sometimes buying used isn't just a preference, it's all we can afford. I've been there too. There were times in my life when not only could I not afford a new car, but even most used cars were way out of reach. So I wound up buying beaters, cars that had been played with hard and put away wet, as they say. Now, let's just say by the time I was done with those cars, they didn't exactly look like they just rolled off the showroom floor. I drove those beaters into the ground, using them until every last bit of life was squeezed out. And when I was finally done with them, I didn't just junk them. No, I donated those old cars to the fire department for a tax deduction, and then they actually set them on fire for practice. Hey, true story. But I want to help you make the best choices possible. At the end of the day, the goal is simple. Buy the best used car you can afford today. So if you've ever been on the fence about buying used, stay with me, because we're about to get into the real nitty-gritty of why used cars might just be the secret gem you're looking for. Now, here's probably one of the most difficult aspects of buying a vehicle: your internal thoughts. I can guide you to a used vehicle that's an incredible deal, negotiate the best price, and help you snag a real gem. But if your internal talk tells you it's not cool, or you're worried about what other people will think, you're more likely to overspend. And trust me, at the end of the day, whatever you buy should haul your butt around safely and reliably and get you where you need to go without breaking the bank. In my life, I've probably bought or helped friends buy, 20 or more used vehicles. I've walked away from a lot of turds and bought some real gems. My best advice: if you want to be a wise used car buyer, listen to the math and logic and leave that wanting to impress others mindset at home. Now imagine this. You're behind the wheel of a brand new car, that fresh leather scent filling the air. There's no denying the appeal of a brand new, right? But here's the kicker. New cars lose about 20 to 30% of their value the moment you drive them off the lot. That's right. You're watching a chunk of that investment vanish in the time it takes to get to your first stoplight. But with a used car, that initial hit is already done. You're getting more car for your money without that invisible price tag hanging over your head. And here's a surprising fact. Buying a 2 to 3 year old car can save you up to 40% off the original price. And most of these cars are just as reliable as brand new models. So you're not risking much by going the used route, especially if you're strategic about it. Oh, and if you're finding this helpful so far, don't forget to like and subscribe. Boop the notification bell so you don't miss out on more videos like this one. I'm all about honest answers here at Old Guy Insights, and I've got plenty more age and wisdom from where this came from. Let's get a little practical here. and compare the main benefits of each option. With a new car, you get the latest tech, a full warranty, and fewer repair worries in those first few years. But you're also taking on that huge initial depreciation. With a used car, the lower price and the slower depreciation make it a good deal. Plus, you get more bang for your buck in terms of value. It's all about weighing what you're comfortable with. Now, here are a couple of tricks and traps to watch for. First, if a dealer encourages you to drive the car or truck home while they finalize your financing, don't do it. The dealer wants you to get emotionally attached to the vehicle, which gives them leverage to jack up the interest rate later once you feel it's perfect for you. Leave it at the dealer until you're satisfied with the deal and everything's finalized. Also, watch out for those last-minute add-ons like extended warranties and aftermarket services. This is where the dealer tries to make a little extra on the deal by selling you things that might not be the best fit for you. And if you're considering an extended warranty, make sure you read what it actually covers. You don't want to buy it and then find out what's not included, what's not covered. Some of these warranties really skip a lot of coverage. And here's something important. If you have bad credit, don't assume you can't qualify for financing on a new car. Car manufacturers tend to be more lenient about approving loans for new cars because, simply put, they want to sell new cars. But keep in mind, just because someone will approve you for a loan doesn't mean you can afford it. Always make sure the monthly payment fits in your budget comfortably, and remember, you're in control of that decision. For me, my best advice is to look for a car that truly meets your needs, is in great shape, and is safe to drive. The least important factor, if you want to get the most value out of your purchase, are the superficial things like color or fancy wheels. I mean, sure, they're nice to have, but they don't really impact the quality or reliability of the car, right? Hey, focus on what matters most and you'll get more out of every dollar you spend. At the end of the day, what matters most is having a car that'll get you from A to B safely and without emptying your wallet. So, if you decide to go the used route, here are a few tips to avoid any pitfalls. First, always get a pre-purchase inspection from a trusted mechanic. This will give you peace of mind that you're not driving off with a surprise problem. Also, check the vehicle history report. It's worth it to look at things that happened in the past, like accidents, title issues, or major repairs, and be mindful of the mileage. Around 10 to 15,000 miles per year is average, so you can compare that to the car's age. So here's the surprising part. A good used car isn't just a budget-friendly choice. It can be a really smart choice, especially if you go for a certified pre-owned or CPO vehicle. These are the cream of the used car crop. Inspected, often warranted, and they can save you thousands. Plus, these days, you can get newer tech and safety features even on older models. So you're not sacrificing quality. And hey, let's talk about financing and warranties for a second. Used car loans sometimes come with a slightly higher interest rate than new. So you might want to compare rates from different lenders and terms to see if you can find the best deal. Certified pre-owned cars also often come with a limited warranty, which can add peace of mind if you're concerned about future repairs. Now, there's always the question of repairs, and used cars will need some work over time. But if you're smart and plan for it, maybe even keeping a car fund on hand for those surprise expenses, you're all set to handle it. Plus, you're still saving on that upfront cost, which means more in the bank for other adventures. A quick note on timing. If you're looking to save even more, some of the best times to buy a used car are year-end sales, holiday weekends, and late fall when dealerships are making space for new inventory. Little things like this can help you get an even better deal on a solid car. So, should you buy a used car? I'd say, hell yes, especially if you want to avoid that new car price tag. If this got you thinking, hey, hit that like button and subscribe, because Old Guy Insights, it's all about honest answers, no judgment. And let me know in the comments, What's the best or worst experience you've ever had with a car? I'd love to hear your stories. And you never know, it might help someone else make a better choice. And remember, a little rust never hurt anybody. Little tiny bit. Until next time, stay awesome and keep learning. I got a video for you right here. See ya.